Hey guys, and welcome to Velvet Hammer Fitness. Well, today we are pumping up the volume on our glutes. The glutes are a muscle that love to be trained with lots of reps. You don't always need a lot of weight to challenge them, and they are wonderful to work in different ranges of motion. So that's what we are going to do today. We are going to challenge these glutes with a high volume of repetitions. We're going to be using bands if you have them. We're going to be using 2 sturdy step stools or anything that you can do to safely elevate your feet for some deficit moves. We're going to be using, I'm going to be using my barbell for some hip thrusts. You could use a kettlebell, anything like that. And we'll need a sturdy elevation to put our backs on for some hip thrusts. So once you have all of that, or at least all of that you have, and know that you can do all of this just with some dumbbells and the floor, and you've got all that figured out, I will see you back here for your warm-up and to pump up the volume on those peaches. See you in just a second. All right, guys, let's get this peach party started with a good warm-up. All right, let's make some circles with those knees and with those hips to make sure that our hips are ready to do some hip thrusts, some good glute work. All right, we're going to work into those knees and ankles next with our, what I call grandma dance. Here we go. Make big circles to the right. Now make big circles to the left. Good. Keep hinged over. Do some lateral walking just across your mat. Notice that your glutes start to wake up the more that you hinge those hips backward. We're going to be doing this banded in a little while. Right now, we're just warming up. Let's go one more time down, one more time up. Good. Now I want your toes and your knees out wide. We're gonna squat and we're gonna reach. Still want that upper body to be ready for work. It's gotta hold all these weights for us. Please don't shy away from this workout if you don't have anything to elevate your feet on, or if you don't have kettlebells or barbells. This can be totally a dumbbell challenge. Let's do one more. Good job. All right, down to the ground, and either totally on the ground or up on an elevation. We're gonna do some glute bridges. I'm keeping my toes up so that I can feel it in my hamstrings. Two more. 1, 2. Good job. All right, let's put our feet together and do some frog pumps on the floor. Five more. Good job. Carefully get back up. Let's hit some curtsies. If curtsies don't work for you, just do some rear lunges. your tap backs, whatever you're ready for at this point in time. Think about your glutes as you do each of these movements. That's half the battle. And that helps them invite their friends to the muscle building party. All right, your warm-up is finished. I want you to grab a drink, grab your bands if you have them, and I'll see you back here for our first endurance high volume set. All right, guys, I've got my bands on. I'm actually double banding it because my gorilla strength band busted on me, so I must be stronger than a gorilla, right? That's what I'm gonna say at least. All right, I have a heavy band or a medium band here and a very heavy band down there. And we are going to start this endurance circuit with some banded lateral walks. So nice hip hinge, okay? Going sideways, all right? You have 20 seconds before you have to get started. After that, we're gonna have some hip thrusts, so I'll probably just move my band up to above my knees, and we'll go from there. Here we go, here we go. You got 5 seconds before you have to get started. 2, 1. For my hip thrusts, I will be using 100 pounds. You will laugh, if you can see it from there, when you see my hip pad because my bunny has been nibbling on it. So it's covered in bunny fluff and little teeth marks. I think that's why God made animals cute, because they're so bad. Oh, it's burning. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, we have hip thrusts next. Putting my bands up around my knees and getting my barbell, which has 100 pounds on it. Moving it in my furry hip supporter pad up with me. Here we go. Push those knees out, tuck your chin as you drive up with your hips. We have elevated glute bridges next. Three, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. I'm going to move myself over to elevate my feet on this chair. I've got a 53-pound kettlebell. Putting a towel on my hips. Here we go. You can use a dumbbell here. Seconds. Two, 1. Good. Getting that bell back down. We're gonna swap that band off as quickly as we can. Safely as we can. We're doing a staggered hip thrust, so we're back to our elevation here. My left leg is going to be doing all the work here. The right leg is going to be slightly in front. Just resting. Not really resting. You can feel it a lot in your hamstrings. Staggered hip thrust. I took my bands off and I realized we're gonna do some body weight abductors next. So that's all right, we got 20 seconds. I'm going back over here. We're gonna drive up and push the knees out. Just in time. Here we go. Keep those feet flexed. Really squeeze when you get up at the top. Not adding weight here. We're just adding more volume, more reps. The gluteus maximus and minimus, which are pushing us up, into the medius muscles, which are abducting our knees away from the midline of our body. Good. And off. Back for our staggered hip thrusts on the other side. That's our last move before our 1 minute of rest and the end of this first round. You guys are doing awesome. Like the game of catch here. Trying to go back and forth. Whoops. Staggering that left leg. Anyways, glutes burning yet? Four, three, two, one. Good job. All right, we are taking a 1 minute break. So let's get your timer set up for that. All right, wipe it off, drink it up, and you have banded lateral walks for your first exercise. Alright, I'm gonna duck walk over you to drink. I didn't do that in the right order, did I? Breathe it out. You're doing really well. After this round, we'll have another minute rest. Then we're gonna go into some of those deficit moves for the glutes, some other compound fun movements. We're mixing body weight and weighted, just like in this round. And here we go.
Activity completed.
Oh no, it's not. 20 seconds. All right, get ready, get set, and we're gonna go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hinge it over. 40 seconds. Doing good. Keep focused. It's burning. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Bands to the knees or off. Whatever works for you. Hip thruster next. Both legs are working this time. Both legs are working for those staggered too, but just differently. Here we go. Driving these out. Burning. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's my third set of those because the first set you couldn't see me, so I had to re-record. All right, here we go. Elevate those feet. I think what we'll do is instead of going onto those staggards, we will keep our bands on here and just do our abductors right away so that we don't have as much finagling with this band, because that can be frustrating. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. You're right where you need to be because we changed things up a little bit. Okay. We'll just do both of those staggered hip thrusts in a row, which is going to be nice and painful, but it's all right. What isn't, right? That's worth doing. Here we go. This workout should just be called adulthood. Because what isn't painful about that? Even our joys. Doing great. We'll strip off these bands in just a second. Getting really close. Good. All right. Bands are off. Back for our hip thrust. We're gonna stagger on the left, stagger on the right, then we'll take a 1-minute break. All right, here we go. Working on our left leg, right leg is just hanging out in the front. I like to dig my heels in on my non-working leg because I can really feel it in my hamstring. And again, that's a misnomer. They're both working, just a little differently. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Good job. Stagger that other side. Breathe. All right. 2, 1. Move over a little bit because I'm hitting my couch. Time to go. Very good. You have absolutely crushed your first endurance circuit. Let's get us a 1-minute break here. So, while you're breaking, I'll tell you about what we're doing next. We're getting our step stools out. We are doing some deficit moves on them. If you don't have stools or sturdy chairs, don't worry about it. You can do everything you need to do on the floor. So when I'm doing deficit sumos, you'll just do regular sumos and so on and so forth. So first we're starting with deficit sumos. Then we're gonna go into sumo pulses. Okay, I'm gonna keep on my stools just to maintain the same position. Then we're gonna do a deficit deadlift to a sumo squat, okay? Then we're gonna do alternate elevated rear lunges, body weight, and then a deficit sumo to deadlift. So our 2 body weight moves will be our pulses and our rear lunges. You could always add weight to that if you'd like. I'm trying to focus on the volume and the range of motion, so I'm going to keep mine body weight, and it's nice to have some body weight stuff in between a lot of weighted stuff anyway, okay? Here we go with our deficit sumos, and off we go. Toes and knees out wide. Push through those heels. Keep the chest up. Some loud vehicles going down my road today. I hope you're not hearing the pounding that I'm hearing. The guy behind me, who I call Shooter Bob because I feel like he's always target shooting something. He is fixing his fence and he is just pounding and pounding. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. I'm gonna pulse next. Bunny hair is everywhere. I'm gonna hop back up on my stools. 2, 1. There we go. Woo. Pulse. Try not to bounce. Just a half rep or so. Starting to burn. Less than 10, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Ouch. All right. Grab a drink. Okay, deficit deadlift, up, sumo down. Now, if you don't like that transition, you can deadlift down, you can squat down and up, then deadlift down and up, okay? Squat down and up, deadlift down and up. Or you can do it all in one fell swoop. Squeeze those glutes. They're why we're here. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Elevated rear lunges. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Balance is always a trick on this one. You could do this on the box. You could do chair lunges here. I'm trying to get that stretch in my hip flexor and that deep lunge position for my glute. So I'm just using small step stools. Tighten that core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, deficit sumo to a deadlift. Okay, so we're gonna sumo down, deadlift up. Breathe it out. Here we go. So, get that weight. We're gonna sumo down, deadlift up, okay? Sumo down, deadlift Sumo down. Good. Whew. I'm noticing that I did not add an extra move here to make it 6. So what we're gonna do is a nice blast off sumo squat hop, okay? So 1, 2, 3, hop. Good. All right, 1 minute of rest. Get your area put back together. Stretch out that back. Sometimes it gets nice and tight when we do these lower body compound movements. Grab a drink. We have a banded Tabata bonus after this round. Should be good. Should be fun. Should be good fun. All right. You got 20 seconds. Those weights ready, get into position. Get ready for some sumo squats. There you go. Doing great. Heels. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Sumo pulses are next. No weight, lots of burn. Here we go. I like to pretend somebody's just pulling right on my hips from the middle. And it reminds me to keep them back, just take them up just enough to feel that fatigue. Really open up those hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Awesome. All right, deficit deadlift to sumo. Here we go. So we're gonna deadlift it down, sumo it up, deadlift it down, sumo it up. You can also deadlift it and sumo. All right. Elevated rear lunges. You guys having fun yet? You should be. If you're not, you better go up and wait or do something. Here we go. Use that one. So I still have that hinge in my hips. I'm still forward with my upper body, but I'm still trying to maintain core integrity. I'm not just like this, okay? Very good. Okay. Deficit sumo, deadlift it up. Here we go. So, taking your weight, you're going to sumo, deadlift it up, okay? Sumo, deadlift it up. Again, you can sumo it up, then deadlift. Okay? You have one more move. Get your blast off pulses. We are gonna hit those once you clear out your space. Then you get a minute of rest. Then we'll get into fun Tabata. Our Tabata next will be banded. It'll be seated, and it'll be those three-way abductions. So it's gonna be a Tabata triplet. Since we have 3 variations of that move, I want you to have enough rounds of them because we're all about volume today. Three, 2, good job. All right, you've got a minute. Then we're gonna go into our Tabata triplet. Make sure to get a drink. We're gonna get our bands on. I'm gonna have to reset my timer. You guys hang out, enjoy your minute, talk amongst yourselves, and we're gonna get ready for some Tabata, but it's gonna be super Tabata. Okay, we'll have 12 rounds, so it will be more than challenging enough, I think, for you. We're going to put that timer right beside us so we can see it. I'm going to put a band above and a band below my knees. We're going to be doing forward leaning abductions. We're going to be sitting tall and abducting. Then we are going to be leaning back, okay? Like that. I may have to go a little sideways to lean back enough, but you just gotta do what we gotta do, okay? You have 10 seconds. We're gonna start by leaning forward, okay? Driving those knees out, opening the hips, okay? 3, 2, 1. I like to make sure the bottom of my feet are up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. We're going seated upright this time. Here we go. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Now we're going to lean back a bit. I like to rest on my elbows here as I drive the knees out. Longest 20 seconds of your life, right? Doing 4 rounds. It's the end of our first one. Good. All right. Leaning forward. Round 2. Here's where you're getting your volume in, for sure. Here we go. Nice. I haven't done this variation on this move for a while, and it shows. Here we go. Sitting tall. Two, 1. Wipe it off real quick because I'm sweating like I'm being chased. All right, lean it back. Doing great, guys. This will be the end of our second round. 3, 2, 1. Back forward for round 3. Breathe it out. Here we go. Drive those knees out. I know you're tired. You're doing it. 4, 3, 2, 1. I think Shooter Bob now is going to be Bob the Builder. He's building away right now. My kids used to love that show. Okay, here we go. Sitting up. Whew. 5 seconds. Which variation is your favorite to hate? Whew. Nice. All right, we're going to lean back. Then we'll only have 1 more round after this. You can absolutely do this. If I can do this. Here we go. The idea here is to be leaning back far enough that your hips are tilted up a bit. Good. All right. 1 more round, guys. 3 more exercises. Then we go into our burnout, okay? You can do this. Absolutely. Here we go. Ah. Nice. 3, 2, 1. We're sitting upright. Driving those knees out, even when it's hard, even when it's peeling the skin, and possibly hair off of our legs. 10 to go. 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right, leaning it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Awesome. All right, guys, take a minute break. We're gonna hit our burnout. I'm using lighter weights for this burnout, probably either a 30-pound kettlebell or 2 20-pound weights, okay? We have a minute of each move. We're gonna run through it once. If you wanna go through it twice, you have my blessing. All right, I'll see you in just a second for that. All right, guys, we are ready for our burnout. We're starting with a single leg deadlift on the left to a rear lunge. So we'll be taking that right leg back, okay? Then we're gonna curtsy lunge on the left, and then we're gonna do everything we just did on the left on the right, and that's your burnout, okay? Here we go. Single leg deadlift to rear lunge on the left. I'm just using one 30-pound bell. You can also make this a kickstand deadlift if you don't wanna have that back leg come up, okay? You can kickstand just like that. Here we go. Put my little bunny away today while I did this, so I thought I'll end up kicking him when I do some of these moves, or dropping a bell on him. And I'm like, it seems mean to put him away, but it's a little meaner to keep him out. I didn't know this, but I guess bunnies can't see very well up close. So sometimes if your bunny bites you, it's just because it may smell food on your hand and think that your hand is food. 10 seconds. Good. Oops, sorry. Thought we were done. Now we're done. All right. Now I'm going to do curtsies facing this way, just as it's really hard to have enough room to do it any other way. Our left leg is our working leg here, okay? So keeping your hips facing forward. I'll show you a couple forward. Okay. And I'm gonna turn. I'm holding with my right hand, but you could always hold it on that left side, which I actually like a little better. So I'm switching. Also, it gives your other arm a break that's just held this weight for a whole minute before this. Remember your hip hinge, but don't let your shoulders come forward. 10 to go. Good. All right. Single leg deadlift on the right with a rear lunge, leg coming back, left leg coming back. All right. Here we go. Again, you can kickstand that deadlift and then rear lunge. How's it going? Over halfway done now, guys. 3, 2. Good. All right. We're gonna do that curtsy on the right, and you'll be all done. You can do, like I said, as many rounds of this burnout as you'd like. Okay? You'll just be increasing your volume if you do. Shoulders up, core tight. "20 seconds left, just like you're doing Tabata now. We've moved in different directions today, getting those glutes challenge us from all angles. Good. Awesome job, guys. If you want to do more rounds, you have my blessing. If not, wipe off and I'll see you back here for your cool down. Awesome job today. All right, guys, let's thank your amazing bodies with a motorcycle noise and a good cool down, okay? Here we go. All right, let's just start by letting the weight of our heads lengthen our spines. We're just going to cross at the elbows and slowly sway back and forth. Letting all that tension release from your spine. And getting those hamstrings nice and relax and lengthen. All right, let's heel toe in just a bit. Okay, we're going to walk our fingers to one side, walk them to the other. Walk them to the other, one side, walk them to the other. One more like this, and then we're going to hold. There we go, we're going to hold on the left. We're going to push down in the center. And then we're going to hold on the right. Awesome. All right, slowly and carefully come back up. We're going to take it back into a nice deep lunge. Lower that knee, push up into that hip flexor. Reach back for the toes. Release. Take those hands to the left of that right foot and open up your hip. Good job. Now we're going to sit it back. Get a little hamstring work here on this side. Good job. All right, now we're going to just transition over to the other side by checking in the middle. Okay, we're going to lunge. We're going to stretch into that hip flexor. You guys did such an amazing job today. Thank you so much for joining me and getting some volume for your glutes with me. Release there. We're going to take both of our hands to the right of that left foot and open up the hip. You can apply some gentle pressure there if you need to. Awesome. And sit it back. left back foot up to the front. Okay, knees bent, back flat. We're gonna inhale. Exhale, round the spine, reach over. Good job. Slowly come up. All right, just a few more seconds here. We're gonna inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Exhale down, hold it, push those knees out. Very good. Grab the toes of our right foot, relax the quad of that right leg. All right, switch sides.
Activity completed.
And you are all done for today. Awesome job, guys. I will see you back up at the camera for your send-off and the end of this pump up the volume glute workout. Awesome job, guys. All right, guys, awesome job crushing your pump up the volume peach workout. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you felt a lot of glute burn. I know I did. And I hope you are just appreciating how strong and beautiful and wonderful and handsome you are, okay? Now what I need you to do, as always, is get a lot of water in your body today. Get a healthy post-workout meal on your plate 30 to 90 minutes after this workout. Make sure that you stretch and foam roll and rest your body. Make sure that you love your body by taking care of it, and I promise you it will change for you when you start taking good care of it. Also, make sure to tell your friends and family about Velvet Hammer Fitness so that we can share the gift of health and maybe endorphins with those difficult people in your life. And speaking of them, please love those difficult people who are, I'm sure, going to be out in just record number here. And they're going to be hot and they're going to be impatient. They might be rude or inconsiderate, but they're going to be present. So make sure that you love them hard and also love yourself, who sometimes is the most difficult person in the room. I know that's true for me. So make sure that you just always be you, because you are absolutely unique, absolutely loved, and truly special. And I'm always proud of you. And whether you felt like you pumped up your peach today, or whether you feel like your peach is just absolutely juiced. Hope that wasn't perverse or terrifying. I just mean, if your butt feels tired, don't worry about it, because you finished. And as always, it is your health today and every day, so you know what you gotta do. You better hit it hard. Boom! Have an awesome day, guys, an awesome week. I hope you can walk tomorrow, and I'll see you very soon. I'm always proud of you.